Another video. Today we are gonna have to react to the truth about this man Dreamface Walks. If you guys know this is actually a dream from 2008. It became very popular. No, thank you. Alright. This is the man from your dreams. If you have this dream, contact the police. Let's go. That's what we said at the time.
Bro, Mike here, and today we are looking at this man. Have you seen this man in your dreams before? This creepy looking face was reportedly seen by over 2,000 people across the globe as they dreamt at night. The origin of this man comes from a drawing sketched out by a mental patient of a well-known psychiatrist in New York, January 2006. The patient told their psychiatrist that they had had recurring dreams where the man in this picture would appear to them and give them advice. Soon thereafter, another patient of a psychiatrist remarked that they had also seen visions of this man in their dreams but had no memory of ever meeting him in real life. This prompted the psychiatrist to send out copies of a portrait to his colleagues, who also had patients suffering from recurring dreams. To his surprise, 4 more patients then came forward claiming they had also been visited by the man while sleeping, and all of them eerily referred to him as this man. After these initial findings, a website addressed thisman.org claimed over 2,000 people worldwide had come forward also confirming they had seen visions of this man and described him as a benevolent character. Here are some quotes from people who have claimed to have dreamt of this man. I have always had this dream of flying in the sky over my city and observing my friends from up there. Since I moved to another house, I started meeting this man while flying. Not every single time that I had this dream about flying, but often enough. He flies too, but he never speaks. The first time I had a dream about this man, I was having a hard time at work. I had a dream about getting lost in a huge and deserted shopping mall. Suddenly this man appeared and I started running away from him. He chased after me for what seemed like an hour until I found myself against a wall in a kids area in a supermarket. At this point he smiled at me and showed me the way out towards the cash desks, and I woke up. Ever since that night, this man has appeared in all of my dreams, and he always gives me directions to get out of the dream and wake up. After this information surfaced, people across the internet began discussing their own theories behind the creepy sightings of the man in the portrait. Some believed that the man would surface in times of hardship, involving sensitive subjects for people, as part of the collective unconscious. This was known as the archetype theory. Another theory known as the dream surfer theory said this man is a real person who can enter people's dreams via paranormal mutual dreaming. One of the more popular theories was the idea of the dream imitation theory, whereby exposure to the image meant it would embed itself within one's subconscious and then after falling asleep appear in the dreamer's mind. It's certainly a chilling notion that we may be haunted by this spooky looking man in our dreams. After all, dreams are a place where the human mind takes control, and the idea that another being is able to cross over into that dimension and influence us while we lay unconscious is certainly an unpleasant one. The truth is, however, that this man was all an elaborate hoax. The website hosting all the anonymous statements from those claiming to have seen this man, as well as the original story behind the portrait, came from a renowned marketing specialist by the name of Andrea Nutella. Nutella ran a guerrilla marketing company specializing in designing subversive hoaxes to drum up public interest. The site was soon purchased by a horror movie company called Ghost House Pictures, who were developing a film called, you guessed it, This Man. The reason so many people believed at the time, and continue to believe if they have yet to discover the truth behind this myth, that they themselves have witnessed this man in their own dreams, is because the image was cleverly constructed from the most prominent features in the human face. Cover the lower half of his face and he looks old, but cover the top half and he looks young. Cover up the right side of the face and suddenly it looks completely different. Same with the left. This man is in fact every man, and so maybe you have seen him in your dreams after all. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one, and I will see you on the next one.
Next video.
Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra.
Hey, is this creepy voicemail message sent to random Twitter users really warning that aliens are here among us and that the world will end on April 18th? I've got the answer to that coded message, plus answers to a whole bag of other curious items that you guys sent in. Like this picture that claims to show a Grim Reaper dog with a skull-like face. A picture that wants us to believe this shark is 512 years old. A portrait of some trees that claims to be a real photograph. And that doesn't even include the big story this week about this drawing said to represent a man who's invading the dreams of thousands of people. Hey guys, Bill here. You know, when it comes to great mysteries in this world, I don't think there's any mystery greater than what most of us do every night, and that is dream.
Okay.
Despite intense research by scientists all over the globe, no one has been able to uncover the truth about why we dream and what it really means. Some think dreams help us organize our memory. Others think dreams help us work through troubling thoughts and emotions. But what about this idea? Dreams are actually a place where otherworldly beings can visit us and relay important messages. Now, if you think this is a pretty far-fetched idea, well, I happen to agree with you. But take a look at this. This is an illustration of a man or being that thousands of people have reported seeing in their dreams. The picture was first sent in by Syed Ahmed, Aiden Simcoe, and Christian Bulakan, all of whom want to know, is it real that so many people see this man in their dreams? Well, guys, I have to say, this one has me very curious, so let's take a look. He doesn't have a name nor a nationality, but the story goes like this. This picture was first drawn by a psychiatric patient who told her doctor it is a man who repeatedly appears in her dreams. She said she has never met the man, but he is not evil. He seems to be a force of good who provides advice on life. Now, the doctor didn't think too much about this and just kind of left the picture on his desk. But then, a couple days later, another patient sees the picture, recognizes the face, and says he was also visited by this man in a dream. Since these initial reports, it is estimated more than 2,000 people have confirmed this man has appeared in their dreams, setting off a viral media sensation.
Have you dreamed about this man comforting or befriending you over the past 5 years? Then you are one of thousands across the world who have dreamed this man.
Los Angeles, Berlin, Sao Paulo, Tehran, Beijing, Rome, Barcelona, Stockholm, Paris, New Delhi, and Moscow.
Remarkably similar sketched images were published, and a global phenomenon was discovered.
Wow, pretty wild stuff, huh? I really wanted to get to the bottom of this one. So the first thing I did was turn to my Bill's Channel community page to see what you guys think. A lot of you guys like What Up World, Francisco Garcia, and Le Pizza Gamer said you had dreams that included this man. Ethan M said, if thousands of people reported it, Bill, I think it's real. But then a lot of you, like Anurag Pandey and Oliverio Garcia, said it's fake. And Fast Place made a very good point by suggesting people dream about him because so many people see that drawing. There were also a few unknowns and a lot of people that thought this drawing looked like Mr. Bean or even Freddy Krueger or even Freddy Krueger's brother. But anyway, the good news is, thanks to you guys, I was able to get this investigation on the right path and come up with this, the official answer. Now, you know I am dying to tell you what's in here, but if you watch this show, you know there's no way I can tell you what's going on in here until you tell me what you got going on up there, okay? Now, when I say go, what I want you to do is yell out as loud as you can, either real or fake. Now, if you can't do that because, you might get in trouble or something like that, it's okay to pause the video, go to the comment section, leave your answer down there very quietly, then come back here, play the rest of the video, and see if you're right or not. A third way to go, which is one of my favorite ways, is just to vote right up here. You ready? And go. Okay, did you vote? Good, because in just a few seconds we're going to reveal the ultimate truth about Mr. Dream Surfer out there. But before we do that, I've got a couple other very curious pictures and videos I want you guys to take a look at. Our first picture today claims this dog was born with the outline of a human skull on its face. The picture was sent in by Untainted SKS, who just wrote, "Does this dog have a skull face, or did someone create this in Photoshop?" Well, Tainted, I really hope for that dog's sake that somebody painted that on his face or they used Photoshop or
I
something.
need to look him up before I start hitting him. I feel like that's only fair. I typed in his
How scary it is to have a random rumor. This girl faked a human face with a variety of strange features using P-Photo software and spread it on social media platforms. Said she would have nightmares about this man every night and full of fear, asking people to save themselves. She was looking forward to it, but looking at this face can't help but be scared inside. The next day, the girl looked at the social media platform. There are hundreds of people retweeted the post. They all said they also dreamed of this man. They also named him Dream Man, and the scene in the dream was exactly the same. Both Dream Men slowly pushed open the door and walked towards her with that chilling face. Netizens also told her, although for an interview, said that 2,000 people all over the world have dreamed about her. They say they dreamt of him as their boyfriend, dreams of him sleeping next to them. Even the nightmares are so scary that many people have gone insane and rioted in the streets. When the girl looked out of the car, there were 10 people rushing to the car, said the Dream Man was nearby. She was pushed out of the car in the panic, but then a man came to her side and helped her up. It turned out to be the girl's teacher. The girl saw that the whole society was in turmoil and confessed to her teacher. Dream Man was actually a rumor she had made up. She had never dreamed of Dream Man herself. Can you imagine that so many people are having the same dream? But the teacher told her to keep quiet. If everyone knew the truth, then they would have thought she was the one who caused the panic. But within a few days, the riots around the world were getting worse and worse. Foreigners were saying they had dreamt of Dream Man. Some students showed their scars. They said they had been attacked by Dream Man. As a result, the other party had a nervous breakdown. She saw Dream Man in broad daylight. She immediately rushed to the window as Dream Man was approaching, but she chose to disappear. How did this happen? As the panic intensified, someone even hurt the host to his face on live TV, claiming that Dream Man had instigated him to do so. Even the girl's mother dreamed of Dream Man and tied the red rope. The girl was devastated. The girl was devastated that her own random rumors had become so big, and now people are trying to find Dream Man, and now people are plastered all over the streets looking for him. How scary it all is. The girl made up the rumor, but this man named Dream Man became a nightmare for the whole world. At the funeral of a classmate who had a nervous breakdown, the girl told everyone that Dream Man was actually a rumor she had made up. She never dreamed of it at all, but to her surprise, no one was there to listen to her. Even her classmates who didn't believe her at first are now convinced by the rumor. They even said that Dream Man was the savior and had come to save all of humanity. The girl was so scared that she wanted to seek help from her teacher, who knew that the other teacher was also addicted to Dream Man's rule. The whole funeral site, everyone held up the red rope to ward off evil spirits and surrounded the girl. She was so scared that she ran away. As a result, people on the street started hurting each other with mental breakdowns. She walked on the side, watching all this riot happen. She saw the girl's expression change instantly when she was pushed down. She was so scared that she walked on the side, watching all this riot happen. She saw the girl's expression change instantly when she was pushed down. She was so scared that she rushed to the police for help, but the other side turned around. He turned around and became Dream Man. Fortunately, it was just a nightmare. But the scarier thing is that this is a dream within a dream. The girl's mother actually had a Dream Man's face crawled behind the girl. See this scene, you have goosebumps. The girl, but lying in the blood of the girl, found that this is not a dream. It was all reality. By the time she limped out into the street, the whole city was in chaos. That's when the girl saw Dream Man. She shouted at him and asked him who he
was and why he was doing this. But Dream Man said, "Isn't this what you wanted me to do?" The riots that are happening today and everyone's insanity is coming from your subconscious. When the rumors get bigger and bigger, people will believe them.
What kind of dragon do I want? Evil? Float sweet. Less sweet. Brave.
Stop it!
Answers now. I am sure the question seems strange to you. Why would you dream about a man you don't know? If the answer is yes, relax. You are not alone. In January 2006, a psychiatrist in New York received a patient in his office. She explained to him that she had repeatedly dreamed of a man she had never met before. The doctor asked her for an exhaustive description, and as she spoke, he sketched. She told him that his hair was beginning to grow bald, his eyebrows were very thick, and his lips were extremely thin, especially his upper lip. The patient also told her therapist that the man used to give her advice about her private life while she was dreaming. He seemed to know every detail and problem that tormented her. For the doctor, it was just another case. He took the drawing and placed it on his desk. And the surprise came days later. A new patient came to the office and happened to see the drawing. She told the doctor that she recognized it and that she had dreamt about it on more than one occasion. The doctor did not expect it and thought it could simply be a coincidence. But history repeated itself in a few days when he showed the drawing to a new patient who also recognized it. Very intrigued by what happened, the psychiatrist decided to make copies of his drawing and send it to several colleagues. He wanted them to use it during their sessions to see if the other patients also recognized it. A few months later, he received responses from his colleagues. Several of their patients had dreamt of the same person.
Have you ever seen this man? Well, if you have, you might have seen him in a game or in your dreams. Yeah, this guy appears in your dreams. This man appears to be a sketch of an uncanny looking person being monochromatic in color. He has a fully white skin and black balding hair, beady eyes, round ears, and thin lip. He also has a short head, round nose with its nostrils facing up, in a big, thick unibrow. Is this what he looks like in real life? Oh my god. No, I don't want to see that. Thank you very much. So, here's some information about this man. This man is a myth revolving around a portrait that was supposedly drawn by a mental patient. The image gained notoriety due to the website thisman.org, which was created by the Italian viral marketing specialist Andrea Natella. He claimed that since 2006, at least 2,000 have claimed to encounter this man in their dream, despite having never seen him in real life. Despite this man's unsettling appearance, he is often described as an innocent presence, or at the least, a harmless one. So this is the official website of this man, and it says here, ever dream this man? Every night throughout the world, hundreds of people dream about this face. In January 6 in New York, the patient of a well-known psychiatrist draws the face of a man that has been repeatedly appearing in her dreams. In more than one occasion, that man has given her advice on her private life.
Never mind.